of like the fact that we get to end the summer spectacular on a real positive note with a decent cartoon show. What? What do you mean we got one more? Oh no, not that! If I'm gonna be reviewing that show, I'm gonna need backup! Come on, Huey Toonmore got one of these things to work, and so can I!
But I'm pretty sure there are direct adaptations that are far, far worse than The Amazing Screw-On Head.
Ha! Finally got this thing to work!
Oh god, not another one. Wait, is that Rowdy C?
You betcha! And if you want a bad comic adaptation to look at, I've got just the thing for ya. Aw man, I was so hoping that cute redhead would be delivering. Yeah, about that. She says to stop putting your phone number on the bills you give her. She's not gonna call you. That's the story of my life. You know, you're the only person on this goddamn block who'll actually tip decently. Nah, but what can you do about it, huh? Oh, believe me, there's more than a few things I'd love to do to these assholes. Just count yourself lucky I like you. Don't know why, but I do. Nah, what can I say? You're freaking adorable. Nice guy, but you should really do something about that potty mouth. There's suspension of disbelief, and then there's abandoning all laws of physics and expecting your audience to be dumb enough to buy it. Could anyone possibly make a more unbelievable storyline?
Oh, yeah.
Totally. Don't know why they would try that. And really, if you want to be a major TV studio, you really don't need to be rehashing the same concepts over and over. Leave that to the real cheap producers with no creativity.
You just go on. Stay in your own little world whining about your TV programs. Soon, you won't be so snarky. Soon, I shall have the power to destroy you.
You were right to let me know about this, guys. I've never seen readings like this before.
There have been no major threats in this area for months, so fortunately we've been able to take care of things without your help. But this one just looked too big.
What have you been able to find out so far? Well, the only thing we know for sure right now is get off of there!
Sorry, force of habit.
What we could tell is that a huge energy field has surrounded most of the downtown area, but we're too far away from there to determine what it is or where exactly it's coming from.
You think it might be Professor Stupidiot back up in operation?
I doubt it. My gut says nothing scientific in nature would give off energy readings like this. You're gonna have to go recon for this one. Garfield, Sam, you've been working on those portable scanners with the stuff you got from Stupidiot's lab. Take them into the city and see if you can get a read with them. Now you'll all have to go out in daylight, so keep to the shadows and stay out of public sight. I have my suspicions on what this could be, but it's too soon to tell. I'll give them credit for coming up with some good stuff in the 4th season, but I never would have guessed it would happen from episodes like this one. What's the sitch, Cecil? We scanned over the entire city, but unfortunately, no matter what, we can't get a lock on wherever this energy source is coming from. It's almost like there's two separate energy fields at the same time together, and one of them is being used specifically to block out our tracking scanners. Do you have any good news to report? Yes. Fortunately, our sensor scanners are still working. Wherever this energy field is coming from, we can confirm it is definitely magical in nature. I'm guessing your theory is correct, and you can now deduce who's behind this. Malicia. Okay, Ninja Cats, listen up. We know now that our adversary is Malicia, an evil sorceress of great power and extreme danger. Doesn't she kind of remind you of... Let's not go there. Oh, all humans kind of look alike to me. Guys, Focus! Malicia craves power. Mystical power. She's got to be looking for some sort of treasure or source of mystical energy that somehow is located in our vicinity. Now, Malicia's powers give off a great deal of energy on their own, so normally we'd be able to scan and track her. But there's a problem. Malicia has apparently cast some kind of shield spell around the entire city. It's jamming your tracking scanners and leaving us unable to find out exactly where most of the energy is concentrated in. Couldn't we destroy the shield at the source? It's gotta be coming from the middle of the perimeter, right? In theory, yes, but we don't know if the shield is being projected from a single location in the center of town or from multiple locations in a circumference. And we can't go searching the entire city from multiple spots. Our resources are limited.
Yeah, we've seen the budget for your show.
I'll deal with you later. Fortunately, we know that Malicia has to stay in the location that the spell was cast in order to keep it operating. While we can't pinpoint where that location is, we at least know that when she moves to go after whatever she's searching for, the shield will drop and we'll be able to track her. So for now, all we can do is keep watching the energy shield and wait for it to drop. That will be our cue to strike. Now, obviously, Malicia's going to know this, so she and her Drek army will be prepared for a fight. We've got to be doubly ready. In the meantime, do as much research as you can and try to find any information about mystical artifacts or treasures that might have been lost in this area. It will help us greatly if we can find out exactly what it is Malicia is after. Genie? Report to me once the shield drops or you get any information. In the meantime, gotta go and try to make money to keep a roof over our heads.
He's not exactly the most motivational sensei, is he?
And I'll still take him over a giant talking rat. So, where were we? Oh yes, about to review a bad superhero TV show.
That cursed Rowdy and his stupid cats, thinking he can just mess with my plans while making all his stupid videos about all those silly TV shows.
Oh, please, my queen, let me be the one to take care of them. I've wanted to deal with that pompous ass for so long. I always liked Veronica Mars.
Ah, shut up, you pathetic toad. This plan of mine has got to go off flawlessly. This one possesses great power, and when I find out where he is, I will take it from him, and the world will be mine!
I don't know how policemen do this all the time.
Stay focused. Keep watch on your scanners and a lookout for any Dreks that might be looking around in the area.
What if the Dreks try to take whatever Malicia wants and we don't stop them?
Doubtful. Malicia's always been the do-it-yourself type. She'll send the Dreks out to try to find out where this thing is, but when the time comes to take it, she'll be right there with them. That's when we strike. Once the shield drops and we get a lock on her, we report to Rowdy immediately.
Even if he's in the middle of reviewing?
I saw his schedule. Trust me, with what he's going after this week, he'll gladly leave it for a fight. I'm surprised Saban even agreed to release the Power Rangers episode that included these characters. Go, Cecil! The shield is down! We've tracked Malicia to Legacy Plaza! I'm on my way! Ginny, put me in combat gear and blink me to the battle site! Stat! Malicia! Whatever plans you've got, they end now!
Drax, attack!
Ninja Cat, forward! Cecil, Perkins, double thermal attack! Ooh, that's gonna require cosmetic surgery.
Alright!
guys! I don't get it. What could have been in that plaza that Malicia could have possibly been after? I've always wondered why Malicia always makes her Drex so familiar looking, if you know what I mean. She's got a twisted sense of humor, in my opinion.
Apparently, she's more proud of doing over-the-top soap drama on Days of Our Lives than a campy kids show. What the frack?
Your turn!
You wouldn't hit a lady, would you?
Sucker!
No! No!
You weren't after anything in the plaza. It was just a trick to find our lair.
I never thought I'd get this opportunity, but a few weeks ago I picked up a huge energy signal that was traced to your show.
My transmission to the cartoon hero. I should have feared it could have been intercepted.
Unfortunately, the show went off before my pathetic lackeys could trace its exact spot. So, I set up shop in town and waited for the right time to lure you into a false battle so I could put a magic trace on you and take you down in your own hideout.
And now you're gonna kill me with your harpy voice and exposition?
As much as it would please me to fry you where you lie, it would be so much more poetic to have you destroyed by your own servant! You have possessed this ultimate power for too long and wasted it! What have you used it for? To bring life to a bunch of stuffed cat dolls? And all the while living in this ransack hole griping about TV shows on the internet! I'm doing you a favor with this. Genie, come out of the bottle! Destroy this pathetic worm!
Bow! Bow! Malicia, you really are a fool. Did you really think that I would let this kind of power fall into anyone else's hands? For that matter, did you actually think that I'm such an ass that I would take this amazing magical creature and force her to serve me as my slave? I wished for her freedom years ago. Jeannie is my friend, who is there for me out of the goodness of her own heart, and having her help in my fight against bad TV and evildoers is worth more to me than the riches of the world. Speaking of which, Jeannie, would you be so kind as to take out the trash? Bing! Boom! So what'd you send her to?
Some faraway, desolate place devoid of life or civilization.
So New Jersey. Yeah, Oklahoma's not far enough. Good thing this stuff's all modular and easily replaceable. Sometimes it pays to do things on the cheap. What happened in here? Is this why I couldn't shoot my Hell in a Cell preview?
We may have had a little no-holds-barred match with an evil witch who wanted our resident magical creature.
Wish I'd been around to see that. Probably would have been more entertaining than the last TNA Impact pay-per-view. Speaking of which, are we gonna have to worry about Malicia coming back anytime? Well, Jeannie found and removed the tracking spell on my chucks. Then she sent Malicia's staff to a cave somewhere in Mount Fuji. So, unless Malicia's able to bum a ride from Hoboken to Japan and is willing to enter a volcano without any magical powers, I don't think we're gonna hear from her for a while. And believe me, that's well and good enough for me. You mean you're getting too old for this? Something like that. You guys are the crime-fighting heroes. I'm just a dork who reviews bad TV shows on the internet. That's well and good enough for me. Although I will say, after enduring everything Malicia threw at us, I don't know why I don't try and do something more controversial on this show. I mean, I've been scared ever since all the flames I got from Veronica Mars, but, you know, after everything an evil witch could give us, what's the worst internet flamers can do? What did you have in mind? Hey, would you like to see the Spice Girls as superhero secret agents? No? Then why the hell is Totally Spy such a big damn deal? Now, a lot of you are probably thinking I'm pressing my luck going after some of these shows given their fan bases. My response to that? You ain't seen anything yet. There's still the big one that I've waited oh so long to go after. Oh yes. Next week, it's time! I believe I am ready for what love has to bring. I got myself together. What's going on here? Rowdy, Chris, we need to talk. We're more than just your production staff and your team of ninja crime fighters. We're your friends and we care about you. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. An intervention? Look, I am trying to cut back on the cokes. Trust me, 3 kidney stones is enough. It's not that. It's this review you've got planned. You've been pressing your luck with these videos for weeks now, but this one's gonna cross the line. You know how many people love this show, right? Guys, I'm an internet critic. It's my duty to go online and spout out my controversial opinions no matter what other people might think. If people don't like it, that's their business. Don't you think there's some things you're just better off letting it be and not getting into trouble about? Coming from the 2 little furballs who hijacked my equipment to rip on Tom and Jerry. Get out of here! That poor damn fool kid. If he gets lynched, can we use the apartment for a catnip party? I didn't even get into a bunch of other problems I have with this show. Douche and turd and how it made fun of our election process. Die hippie die, which encouraged the murdering of hippies. Anything having to do with Ms. Garrison. What's going on? We're under attack. The shields are currently holding. What shields? Well, after Malicia managed to break in here, Garfield figured we should probably beef up our security. Good thinking. So what is it? Is Malicia back or something? Worse, it's the trolls. What? We're getting flamed, literally. I told you going after that show was a bad idea. For crying out loud, everyone loves a critic except when they don't like what he criticizes. These shields aren't going to hold forever. You've got to do something to appease these people. Fine, I'll do something about it. Okay, people, you win. You think I can dish it out but can't take it? You think I can't look back at my own past and make fun of it? Next week is my 100th episode, and I'll show you all. I'm gonna review and riff on something that I liked growing up. Oh yeah? Like what? Well, here we are, everyone. at 100 episodes.
Welcome to TV Trash.
Ever since I learned about my webcam and iMovie application and how to use them with a video capture card to tear into the abomination that was Stripperella, I have devoted probably way too much of my time to watching some of the worst TV shows out there, all to entertain you by showing you just how much they suck.
Ninja Turtles' next mutation should be called Ninja Turtles Abomination. Cop rock! I mean, seriously. It's a rental! It's a rental! This might be the worst reunion movie made. This show sucks raw sewage! It's just a show, I should just relax. It's just a show, I should just relax. This was one of the worst adaptations ever! This just might be the most perfect bad live-action show ever made. And then I get my apartment rained on with internet flames because a few trolls out there apparently can't handle the fact that some of my opinions aren't the same as theirs. So for this special occasion, I'm gonna show you all that I can indeed look back on something I enjoyed watching years ago and give it the same treatment. So here we go. For the 100th episode of TV Trash, this is Ally McBeal! We ready to go? Mark, I'm kind of in the middle of a review here. Yeah, aren't we doing Hulk Hogan's Rockin' Wrestling for your 100th review? No, I don't recall ever saying that. This is Ally McBeal, and kinda busy right now. Fine. But I am gonna get to do my show again one of these days, right? Get out! Boy, that guy's getting cranky. Hopefully they'll take the belt off CM Punk soon.
Ready to go?
Huey, what are you doing?
Aren't you doing Dink the Little Dinosaur for your 100th review?
No!
But I heard rumors that you got 1,000 requests for it.
Yeah, and they were all from you.
Okay, fine. But you will get around to it, right?
Sure! When are you gonna review the My Little Pony movie?
I'm gonna go now.
No, I'm not doing two guys, a girl, and a pizza place for my 100th review! Really, if he'd cut back on the profanity, he might get some better tips. You know, kind of like whenever McDonald's tries to shoehorn in its newest salad or veggie burger crazes when all you want is a freaking quarter pounder!
Well, Rowdy, you've made it this far.
Oh, great. What do you want, CGI?
What? Can't a monster of darkness show up to congratulate an adversary for reaching 100 reviews?
Really? You're not gonna try and force some horrible cartoon on me for this review?
It turns out finding something as bad as the Gruvinians wasn't as easy as I thought.
Huh. And here I was worried that you probably had some bootleg copies of Brickleberry to throw at me.
That would be a crime against humanity even I am not capable of.
I chose Ally McBeal for this occasion because the opinions of it are definitely divided and extreme among different people, which is why I felt it was best to commemorate 100 episodes of TV Trash. From Veronica Mars to Buffy, Glee to South Park, I've gotten lots of different reactions to what I've covered on this show, with many agreeing or at least respecting my opinions, and others calling me everything from a moron to something my own standards won't allow me to say on this show. I expect even more passionate and divided feedback for the next 100 episodes, and I wouldn't have it any other way. But now, I think we're gonna celebrate this milestone with a little vacation. I got plenty of stuff planned for you guys to watch in my absence, and we'll be back ready and raring to go for 2013. Air Genie cleared for takeoff! See you next year on TV Trash. The third time
timeline theory presented here is like the Zelda equivalent of midichlorians. It cheapens the games that began this series just so the later ones with the deeper storylines can fit in with no muss or fuss. It's absolutely insulting to those of us who grew up with those older games. They were part of our childhood, and they don't deserve to be cast aside by the next generation. This whole thing just makes me white hot with anger, about as white hot as this thing is getting right now.
You pathetic mortal! Your obsession will be the end of you! My mistress Malicia's wishes will be fulfilled!
Malicia!
Did you actually think she would not have a backup in case you thwarted her original plan? The moment she found your location, she summoned me, the spirit of negative compulsion. For the past months I have waited, building power and energy from feeding off of your ranting. Your obsession and hatred over such trivial matters has allowed me to grow and manifest myself, and now I am strong enough to complete my mission. You comprised these videos to enact some sort of revenge on these games, but they have only led to the ability for my mistress to enact her revenge on you! You think you can stop me? I feed off of obsessive energy that you provide in abundance! It is the ultimate power!
Power without wisdom is one of the most dangerous forces out there. But power, when tempered with wisdom, is what leads to courage. And courage can overcome anything.
What are you blabbering about?
And the wisdom is, it's just a game. I should just relax. It's just a game. I should just relax. It's just a game. I should just relax. It's just a game. I should just relax.